Welcome to Positively Las Vegas, a look at the good things happening around the valley. I'm Kalina Estrinos. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to share the latest stories that showcase the reasons why we love Las Vegas. That means the people, the businesses, and all of the activities that make the valley such a great place to live. We'll also share fun things to do in Las Vegas each week.
The Las Vegas company was dealing in hair care and beauty products, but the pandemic changed how they see their industry. 13 Action News anchor TODD QUINONES reports the company is changing what they do and hoping to establish a trend that is Nevada built.
Filling hand sanitizer bottles is not what the Source International was built to do.
You could put in there like a styling cream.
President Brent Golden's Bread and Butter had been distributing hair care and beauty products until he got a call from Governor Steve Sisolak's then coronavirus task force asking the company to switch gears to help battle the pandemic.
We got bottles, we got labeling, we got packaging, we got product, and we delivered to first responders in 8 days.
Then from seeing all of these bottles of hand sanitizers, Golden had an epiphany.
Something that triggered with us during this pandemic was seeing all the plastic bottles for hand sanitizer, all the face masks, all the rubber gloves that were just getting disposed of and thrown in the environment. The world wasn't prepared for this onslaught of disposable goods. So it really put a spark in us to say, we've got to find some type of alternative packaging.
What he developed was this: biodegradable packaging for the health and beauty industry.
We found a paper packaging that's made from recycled paper. You can either recycle it. If it doesn't get recycled, it will biodegrade.
So far, the Source International has made packaging for deodorant and hair creams with their new line that's called Zero Trace.
We don't want to leave anything behind, so our product is designed to dissolve, to degrade in a landfill.
Brent is also working on a prototype container for shampoos and conditioners that will be Nevada built.
That really is the biggest challenge. Having a packaging that will hold liquid and not dissolve on your shelf, but yet dissolve in an anaerobic environment such as a landfill.
TODD QUINONES, 13 Action News.
Stepping up to help out during the pandemic. Love that. The company's hoping to launch the first of their Zero Trace products in the fall.
Well, new tonight's celebration honoring a first at the Kirk Kerkorian School of Medicine at UNLV. The first ever class of orthopedic surgery residents being honored tonight at the Red Rock Country Club. A local doctor was instrumental in the launch of the school's residency program.
It's actually been a dream of mine to come back and start an orthopedic program in our state and in Las Vegas. To watch them, they're like my kids. They really are. And to watch them grow up and to become, orthopedic surgeons that I'm so proud of, it's just a great moment in my life, the proudest moment of my career for sure.
Yeah, and some of those graduates, they're going to be staying right here in Southern Nevada to help serve our community.
All new at 6, a dream come true for one Las Vegas businesswoman. Her shop is shining bright and she's thrilled to be thriving in her hometown. 13 Action News anchor TRICIA KEAN takes us inside Simply Pleasing Candles.
I'm obsessed with them.
You could say Michaela Shorts has a burning passion for candles.
When I go home, I have to light a candle to start dinner. If I'm cleaning, I have to light a candle.
Michaela says she was buying 3 or 4 candles each time she went to the grocery store. But that changed last year after having a dream about a candle on a store shelf with her name on it.
So I called my stepdad to tell him that dream. And I was like, Dad, I think I want to make candles.
Her dad encouraged her to chase that dream. But it's what happened next that really put Michaela on the right path.
I didn't know that would be the last time I got to speak to him because the following morning he actually passed from a heart attack.
From that moment on, Michaela says she was on a mission.
I researched, I practiced, I played around, I burnt some things, but it was also therapeutic for me.
With a burning desire to succeed, Michaela created some unique scented candles.
A lot of people are used to the cotton wicks, the white one, and we use a wooden wick. So it's a natural wood that we use. It has a clean, very nice burn. So with our candles, you get an even burn.
Last November, Michaela launched her website, Simply Pleasing Candles. She personally makes every single scented candle, up to 400 each month.
I truly believe people see the passion. Then when you take the candle home, you're also getting that same experience at home just with your candle. It's like me and a candle.
Business is going so well, in April she opened this shop on South Rainbow and Oakey. Michaela says she's already outgrowing the space.
I'm still kind of, pinch me because I'm not sure if I'm still dreaming, but it feels good just to be somewhere that I was raised somewhere that I went to school, I'm raising my kids, and I can say, like, I have something in Vegas that people can remember me by.
For 13 Action News, I'm Tricia KEAN.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
Looking ahead now, and the Great Las Vegas Taco Festival is coming back, thank goodness. The festival will be held at Craig Ranch Park from November 5th to the 7th there in North Las Vegas. More than 24 of the Valley's best taco shops and trucks will be there on hand. They will all be there. Also a celebration for Dia de los Muertos, a car show, and a Chihuahua beauty contest as well. Danny, I feel like any one of those on their own is phenomenal. Now, for the first time ever, a transgender woman has been crowned Miss Nevada USA.
And 13 Action News anchor Jackie KOSTEK spoke with the winner and finds out what this win means to the LGBTQ community.
It's amazing because it's Pride Month and it's the 52nd anniversary of Stonewall, so it's a special moment for my community.
When Catalina Enriquez was crowned Miss Nevada USA on Sunday night, she made history.
I'm the first trans woman and a trans woman of color, and it's time that our voices are heard.
Enriquez will also be the first trans woman to compete in Miss USA in the fall, where she'll represent Nevada. Representation of the trans community is something that Enriquez feels strongly about. Only recently being able to compete in cisgender pageants herself.
When I was young, I said that one day I hope to see someone like me on stage in Miss USA, and it just happened to be I was the person that I needed.
Selena McAteer is also a trans woman. She says the impact of Enriquez's win goes far beyond the pageant itself.
I was like looking through her Instagram story and everything, and one of the hashtags was you won it for us. And I was like, wow. Like, I wonder if she really knows.
McAteer says Enriquez could have saved a life last night.
There could have been like a young trans woman out there that was like down, and maybe she had never seen nobody that looked like her, and then like last night she might have watched the pageant or even seen it on Instagram or wherever. It was like, oh my gosh, she looks like me, or I look like her. And it's hopeful.
That's Miss Nevada USA's hope too, to tell her own story, share her own experience, and to make sure no one feels alone.
That's something I felt growing up, and that's the last thing that I would want anyone to feel. So if I could have and give that to someone, I think, well, it's an amazing time of my life.
Jackie KOSTEK, 13 Action News.
And Enriquez will compete for the Miss USA crown in November.
MGM Resorts International launching its solar array earlier today. The mega solar array will deliver up to 90% of daytime power for MGM's 13 Las Vegas properties. Officials say more than 300,000 panels across some 640 acres will help reduce emissions by 45% by the year 2025. MGM officials say that they hope it sets the tone for the future.
It's really taken great use of what we have here, these natural resources, and done something productive, and hopefully sets an example for others to follow.
And according to MGM, this is the hospitality industry's largest directly sourced renewable electricity project in the world. But new tonight, Sammy Hagar is coming to the Strat, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, announcing his residency tonight. So Hagar will take the stage at the Strat Theater beginning Halloween weekend. The former Van Halen frontman will perform with the band's former bassist, while other shows will happen in November. Tickets for that will go on sale Thursday.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
Well, 2 local nonprofits are teaming up to help kids who have lost loved ones, and they're showing what it means to be positively Las Vegas. The Assistance League of Las Vegas donated more than 100 new teddy bears to Adams Place. They will be given to children at Camp Cope. That's a 6-week program teaching young people ages 5 to 18 healthy coping skills after losing someone that they love.
There's a lot of rewards and great things that come out of Camp Cope, but being able for a child to go, oh, it's not just me, you too. Because as a facilitator, we really work to connect the feelings and what's going on, and does anybody else feel that way? And just to see a hand raised, that they're not alone.
And we have more information about Camp Cope on our website. Just go to ktnv.com/links.
7th Annual Nevada Women's Film Festival wrapped up 4 days of celebrating and supporting women filmmakers in Nevada and around the world. Like most events over the past year and a half, most of the festivals took place online. Kicked off Thursday with live Q&A panels, guest speakers, and special awards. On Saturday, they held their first in-person event since March 2019. A Las Vegas-based artist we spoke with says, although women have come a long way in the film industry, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
We're still crossing over some barriers. Women are still thought of as being in different positions like props and costumes, which is great. We do really well in those positions as well, but I'd love to see us expand into more roles.
The mission of the Nevada Women's Film Festival is to celebrate and support the fair representation of women in film. The festival ended with the Femi Awards, where they had a category just for Nevada filmmakers. And over on ktnv.com, we have an easy way to get to their website and also watch the award show and online versions of some of those films.
The nightclub and bar show is back at the Las Vegas Convention Center.
Now, this is, of course, basically the Super Bowl for nightlife in a city that certainly knows how to host a great party. And 13 Action News anchor Ross DiMattei now joins us live from the show floor. Ross.
Yeah, Todd and Tricia, a little tough to tell because the show is winding down. It ended for the day at about 6 o'clock, but earlier today, this place was packed and buzzing, and we all know that the bar and nightclub industry was among the hardest hit during this pandemic, so just seeing all those people coming back and all these businesses tell me that they're just so excited to be back here in Las Vegas for this event in person. Now, let's talk about guest attendance because it was a solid turnout today. Show organizers telling me that they expect more than 7,000 guests for today's event, really this week event, and that's only about 15% fewer guests compared to 2019. That's pre-pandemic. And this is a diverse crowd showing off a really wide range of products. Picture everything related to nightlife. I'm talking alcohol, distribution, lighting, bar games, so much more. And this event is now in its 35th year here in Las Vegas, and organizers say that they couldn't be happier to host it in person.
At the end of the day, a 1 year or 2 year pandemic is not going to stop people from eating out and drinking and socializing. That's what we do as human beings, and so for us to be able to get all these people back together, do some business, learn a little bit about the industry, it's a pleasure.
Now, like I mentioned, things are winding down for the day. There's also a food festival going on right next door that a lot of these guests are running to attend. And also everyone wants to go out on the Las Vegas Strip. Can't say I blame them. There's also a full day of events planned for tomorrow. Todd and Trish, I'll send it back to you.
All right, always a great time here in Las Vegas.
That's right. Ross, by the way, did you run into any local companies that have ties to Las Vegas?
I did. I ran into quite a few, but really one stands out in particular, Tricia, that being Kaloa Rum Company. This is actually a company that's based in Hawaii on the island of Kauai, but we all know that Las Vegas is the 9th island, so they tell me their goal is really to bring their brand from the Hawaiian Islands to the 9th island here in Las Vegas. And recently they actually partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders. They're really excited about this. So you at home are going to be able to taste all of their rums at Allegiant Stadium this fall at Raiders games and also the concerts and events hosted at Allegiant Stadium. And they told me the real reason why they wanted to be at this show this week was to grow their brand here in Las Vegas and all across the country.
Las Vegas is considered the 9th island. There's a lot of Hawaii presence here, and the Raiders have a beautiful new stadium. It's a great organization. There's a lot of synergy between Hawaii and the state of Nevada. And with our new partnership, we thought it was a great time to relaunch the brand in Las Vegas and actually have some interactions with the nightclub and bar owners and buyers.
It's exciting times, and those rums are already available here in the Las Vegas market at many of the local liquor stores, including Total Wine and Lee's Discount Liquor. And I may or may not have tasted just one, but I would definitely recommend it, Todd and Tricia.
Yeah, all in the name of good research, Ross, which as we know is always important. Also, another question for you. Did you come across any new technology out there, innovations that you could talk about?
You know, Todd, I am glad you asked. So let me take a step over here. This is called Jevo. This is, they claim that they are the world's first ever fully automated Jello maker because why not? Everyone loves a good Jello shot. So they're really targeting this to casino owners, bar owners, restaurant owners who want to produce Jello shots in bulk. And again, can't say I blame them. So earlier today, we did get a demonstration. Take a look at this video. It's basically the Keurig for Jello shots. You pick your settings. You can fully customize the kind of Jello shots you want to brew. and then you just fill it with the necessary ingredients, and in about 4 minutes you're going to have a tray full of Jell-O shots all ready for your fridge. And just listen to the director of sales talk about his goals for the upcoming for showing off the machine at this show.
We've reached out to a lot of the casinos, and the bars out here, and it's all about getting exposure, like anything else. And people just need to know they're there. If they don't know it's there, they're not going to ask for it. If they start seeing Jell-O shots and these fridges everywhere, more people are going to begin to try them.
Can't argue with that logic. And guys, the Jell-O machine, they lease this out to bar owners, restaurant owners, casino owners for starting at $2.99 per month, and they say it really pays for itself. And again, this is just one of the many innovations here at the nightclub and bar show happening again today, and then a full day of events tomorrow. It's the place to be. Todd and Tricia, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah. So many people who went to
Look. The curtain is rising on the next season of the LV Philharmonic, and it's sure to be magnificent. Led by Donato Cabrera, musicians are tuning up for a triumphant return to the Smith Center this November. The orchestra will perform all 7 Beethoven symphonies, combined with contemporary works by female composers. Packages are on sale now. Hey, you! The Blue Man Group is back. Take your seats. The intermission is over for the award-winning show, celebrating a return to the Luxor stage this weekend. The one-of-a-kind production is full of music, laughter, and surprises. Sunday is National Bingo Day, and Arizona Charlie's is celebrating with special sessions and big payouts. Buy in at the Bingo Hall and receive a complimentary dauber while supplies last. Hit bingo on the National Bingo Ball I-27 and receive $500 of free slot play.
Bingo! For the full list, head to our website, ktnv.com. Have a great week.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
Welcome back. Well, a local nurse is being praised for saving a woman who was having a seizure on a flight. The spokesperson for Southern Hills says that Josie Rodriguez was on her way to Philadelphia and witnessed a woman falling down by the restroom. Well, Rodriguez immediately took action and provided on-the-spot medical care. She stabilized the woman's vitals for at least 20 minutes until medical professionals arrived. Josie was later thanked by the pilot and flight staff for her heroic efforts. That's the type of person you want on your flight.
That's exactly right.
In this week's Veterans Voice, a way to celebrate our veterans and have a good time this 4th of July.
Yeah, sounds great, right? Boulder City making a big comeback this year with the 73rd annual Jamboree happening July 3rd and 4th. Now, Boulder City Veterans Flying Group will perform a flyover to kick things off. You can see video there. Now, the parade starts off at 9 a.m. on July 3rd. It goes down Nevada Highway over to 5th Street, then ends over at Broadbent Park. Now, we spoke with Dawn Green, who's been on the Jamboree Committee for more than 11 years. She says this event has a lot of history in the community, and it's a great way to salute our veterans.
We invite them to be part of the parade. We usually have them in charge of our flag salute, and we also honor them before the fireworks start with any of our active military. Our town is set up where we have actual flags of our active military along the Veterans Parkway, giving the names of our servicemen in Boulder City. And that's done along with the Rotary Club of Boulder City and the American Legion. So we're very city oriented, and we like to be able to honor our heroes.
More than 10,000 people show up for the fireworks show every single year, which is taking place on Sunday, the 4th of July. Pancake breakfast also happening at 7 a.m. That's over at Bicentennial Park before the parade. And for more information about this event, just head over to our website, ktnv.com/Veterans Voice. Veterans Voice, by the way, brought to you by Southern Nevada Ford Dealers.
Pancakes.
Thanks for watching Positively Las Vegas on your favorite streaming device. If you missed any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote and scroll down until you see Positively Las Vegas, and you'll find every story we aired in this episode. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime right here on KTV streaming, Las Vegas News on your time.